Side working to get answers after 3 construction workers died when scaffolding collapsed at a Charlotte worksite. Thanks for joining us here at 6 o'clock. I'm Molly Grantham.
And I'm Jamie. Both 2 other people had to be rushed to the hospital. This after they fell 70 feet. This happened along East Morehead Street near Euclid Avenue, just outside of Uptown in Charlotte's Dilworth community. WBTV's Ron Lee was the first reporter on scene this morning. And Ron, you've been working all day to get answers about what happened at that construction site.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Those answers are very few and far between at this point as the investigation grinds on. Now, I did talk to a lot of people out here in the Dilworth community, and they tell me that every single time they drive this way, every time they walk past this building, it is going to be a haunting reminder of the 3 people that lost their lives for a very long time to come.
Like sick to your stomach.
Robert Schussner, who lived in the Dilworth area for a dozen years, knew something was wrong as soon as he opened his front door.
I went to walk my dog and they wouldn't let me down the street outside my door, and the cop told me, I just kind of asked him, he said, yeah, somebody fell.
But it was worse than what Schussner was told. Several people were working on or near a scaffolding which is located inside of this building under construction. Signs out front say it's the Hanover building, but officials wouldn't confirm the owners. Firefighters say the scaffolding gave way and crashed to the ground.
We had workers that had fallen from the scaffolding.
And then the heartbreaking news that not everyone was okay.
Unfortunately, we had 3 workers pronounced deceased on scene.
2 others were taken to the hospital and treated for their injuries, but should make a full recovery.
Those patients was turned over with minor injuries to Mecklenburg County EMS, where they was transported to area hospitals.
Work was immediately stopped, and dozens of people were sent home. Some were taken to family reunification centers, others made it out on their own. Right now, it's not clear when anyone here will be back at work as the investigation, not only from police but OSHA, grinds on forward. OSHA does have a strict regulation when it comes to worker safety on scaffolding 10 feet and above. For Schussner, his thoughts turn to those families who were left behind.
Years to lose somebody, and now to hear it was more than one person that's just devastating.
Now, it could take quite some time for the full report to come out. We will make sure to stay on this story and keep you abreast of exactly what happens and what could come of all of this. Live from Charlotte, I'm Ron Lee, WBTV, on your side.
Just a sad day there. Ron, thank you. Now, we did do some digging to find out more about that construction site. According to city documents, the project was approved back in 2020. Tall apartment building set to have about 350 family units. The finished building supposed to be 170 feet tall. We reached out to both the owner of the property and the contractor working on it, but as of right now, we have not heard back. Molly?
Well, Jamie, scaffolding and construction projects are required to have something called fall protection. That's according to the Occupational Safety and Health Administration, OSHA. OSHA says employers must provide fall protection for each employee on a scaffold that is more than 10 feet above a lower level. Fall protection can include things like guardrails or even harness or belts, which will then hook or lifelines, similar to the diagram you see here. And you can see that guardrail, the tether, and the harness. Now, right now, we don't know what type of fall protection was in place at this particular construction site on Morehead Street in Charlotte. Fall protection and scaffolding are in the top 5 most frequently cited OSHA violations. In fact, it was just